Gather this September day at this truly remarkable place to celebrate the marriage of Ashley and Grant. We gather for purposes that are both solemn and beautiful, that are both spiritual and of earth. This is a moment of enormous significance in their lives. And we stand here today at the axis of their life, with their past stretching behind us, their future looming ahead of us. And we come today to this place to honor their love, to bear witness as they vow their commitment to one another, give the gift of rings, and share the gift of a kiss. I trust everybody here was able to find this location without too much trouble. GPS systems make things pretty easy nowadays, but they only show lines and arrows. The GPS doesn't have an imagination to fill in the blank spaces. Although Leopold once wrote that to those devoid of an imagination, a blank place on the map is a useless waste. To others, the most valuable part. This blank place on the map that we are now in is an incredibly valuable place to Ashley and Grant, and many of you as well. This place goes by many names. On their wedding website, it is called Gay and Gregory Howe Sanctuary. The name that I have heard this place that seems the most fitting is called Rancho Relaxo. But whatever you call it, there have been many relaxing days that have made this sanctuary memorable. What we do here today will make this blank place on the map the most valuable part of any map for this couple here today. To start our ceremony, I'd like to ask Grant's Aunt Peg to come forward and read an excerpt from a book titled I Like You.
I like you. I like you and I know why. I like you because you are a good person to like. I like you because when I tell you something special, you know it's special and you remember it a long, long time. You say, remember when you told me something special? And both of us remember. When I think something is important, you think it's important too. We have good ideas. When I say something funny, you laugh. I think I'm funny. You think I'm funny too. Ha ha. You know how to be silly. That's why I like you. Boy, are you ever silly. I never met anybody sillier than me till I met you. I like you because you know when it's time to stop being silly. Maybe day after tomorrow, maybe never. Sometimes we don't say a word. We snirkle under fences. We spy secret places. If I'm a goofus on the roofus hollering my head off, you are one too. That's because you really like me. You really like me, don't you? And I really like you back. And you like me back. And I like you back. And that's the way we keep on going every day. If you go away, then I go away too. Or if I stay home, you send me a postcard. You don't just say, we'll see you around sometime, bye. I like you a lot because of that. If I go away, I send you a postcard too. And I like you because when I'm feeling sad, you don't always cheer me up right away. Sometimes it is better to be sad. You can't stand the others being googly and gaggly every single minute. You want to think about things. It takes time. I like you because if I'm mad at you, then you are mad at me too. It's awful when the other person isn't phooey. They are so nice and hoo-hoo, you could just about punch them in the nose. If you find 2 4-leaf clovers, you give me 1. If I find 4, I give you 2. If we find 3, if we find only 3, we keep on looking. Sometimes we have good luck, and sometimes we don't. I like you because, I don't know why, but everything that happens is nicer with you. I can't remember when I didn't like you. It must have been lonesome then. I like you because I forget why I like you. But I do. So many reasons. On the 4th of July, I like you because it's the 4th of July. On the 5th of July, I like you too. If you and I had some drums and some horns and some horses, if we had some hats and some flags and some fire engines, we could be a holiday. We could be a celebration. We could be a whole parade. See what I mean? Even if it was the 999th of July, even if it was August, even if it was way down at the bottom of November, even if it was no place in particular in September, I would go on choosing you. And you would go on choosing me over and over again. That's how it would happen every time. I don't know why. I guess I don't know why I like you, really. Why do I like you? I guess I just like you. I guess I just like you.
I now ask Ashley and Grant's mothers to come forward for the candle lighting ceremony. The two individual flames, one representing each family, act as a symbol of two people who become one, and also symbolize the joining of these two separate families into one big family. These two outer flames are also symbolic of the wisdom and love that Ashley and Grant have received from their parents' families, their parents and families.
We're having a little problem. Hello, Wendy.
Through love and illumination, your paths have come together. And in this symbolic ceremony, you will take the light, representing your previously separate pathways, and together you will light the unity candle. Should we move under the tent? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to move.
We're going to the tent.
Yep, if you just go right up the path here on your left and just find a seat underneath the tent.
I'll slide in there.
We will continue on in this service here. And I'm not even joking, but my next line was going to be Ashley and Grant love nature. Not sure if that's still true at this particular moment, but with the wind and the rain, that's one of the things that's so great about nature is you never really know what's going to be happening. I started this service with a quote by Aldo Leopold from the Sand County Almanac. Ashley's father, Gary, gave Ashley a copy of this book years ago, and it has been very influential. When you're in nature, you're connected to something bigger than yourself. You are more aware of your surroundings. You actually hear, actually listen. You see, you smell, you feel what's going on around you. When you're in the city, you're surrounded by people constantly, but you just walk by each other. They just become obstacles. You go from point A to point B, and you aren't connected to them. When you're walking in nature and you cross paths with somebody, you greet them, you smile. Oftentimes conversations are started, oftentimes friendships are made. In a Sand County Almanac, Leopold speaks about an old oak tree that was struck by lightning. They cut the tree down using a handsaw, one person on each side of the tree, pulling intermittently to get the blade through the oak tree. As the saw passed through the rings of the tree, one ring being created each year of the tree's life, he speaks about what has happened throughout the tree's life. The tree had lived from approximately 1865 to 1945. It only took a few dozen pulls of the saw to get through the lives of the men doing the cutting. The tree was planted near the end of the Civil War. It lived through the Spanish-American War, through World War I, and near to the end of World War II. It lived through 6 different area fires that Leopold mentions, any one of which could have been its demise. It was there in 1883 when Arbor Day was first celebrated in Wisconsin. It was there in 1906 when the first state forester took office. Through all of these events, the tree continued to create one ring per year. It continued to use carbon dioxide to create oxygen. It continued to be a place for birds to find rest in its branches and animals to find comfort in its shade. I would like to imagine that possibly one of you on your way here today, as you're walking down the paths, I would like to imagine that one of you maybe unknowingly kicked an acorn. And where that acorn landed It will now take roots, and it will start growing there today with the plentiful rain. In the lifespan of that tree that you might have helped plant today, what will happen in Ashley and Grant's life? How many adventures will they take together? How many road trips around Wisconsin? How many state and national parks will they visit? And more importantly, how many lives of young children will they influence during their careers in the schools that they work? If we were all to be able to return to that tree 80 years from now and sit under the shade of that towering tree, what stories will Ashley and Grant be able to tell us about their lives together? Ashley and Grant love each other. That is evident after you spend more than just a few seconds in their company. Grant gave Ashley a book of Rumi's poetry that has been important to them. Rumi writes simply profound lines such as, "Love is the bridge between you and everything. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. And wherever you are, and whatever you do, be in love." It is not what we do here today that will make this marriage work. It is what Ashley and Grant have been doing and what they will continue to do every day that will make this marriage work. Whatever they do and wherever they are, they act it out of love. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, and anniversaries, they're all milestones that bookend our years and our lives. What these events really do is to celebrate the mundane, everyday life that makes those special days special. It is in the everyday living that makes us who we are. The movie quote that a husband repeats much more than it needs to be repeated. The way a wife always seems to be in a yoga pose when you're just trying to walk through the living room. The type of movies you like, the genre of music you listen to, the way that you lay out the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle before you start, the way that you organize your bookcase or the fact that you don't organize your bookcases, the way that you make decisions and solve problems, the way that you agree with each other and disagree with each other. All of these things make us who we are. It is in the mundane, everyday details that accumulate within one another to make marriages work. We need to stay cognizant of the day-to-day monotonous details, routines, schedules, events, and the accumulation of these sometimes tedious details that make this life beautiful and will make this marriage work when they do these things in love like Rumi reminds them to do. With that in mind, it is now time for me to ask, Grant, do you willingly take Ashley to be your wife? And do you promise that from this day forward you'll be her faithful husband, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish till death do you part? If so, please respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
And Ashley, do you willingly take Grant to be your husband? And do you promise that from this day forward you'll be his faithful wife, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish till death do you part? If so, please respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
This wedding is more than just the uniting of these two people. It is also the blending of two families and two groups of friends that have been separate up to this moment, but united from this day forward, blending their different traditions, strengthening the family tree. To honor this uniting, I ask all of you, Ashley and Grant's family and friends, do you support this union and promise that you will be there to help this young couple in their marriage? If so, please respond, "We do."
We do.
The couple will now express their personal vows. Grant, would you start?
I, Grant, take you, Ashley, to be my lawful wedded wife. As summer turns to autumn, as autumn will turn to winter, and for every season from here to eternity, I will love you. I will love you in the brightest of days of summer, in the darkest, rainiest days of winter. I will be there with you to see the first blooms of spring and to watch the last leaf fall from the branch. I promise to love you with all I have to give and all I feel inside, completely and forever, until our shared adventure is done.
I, Ashley, take you, Grant, to be my lawful wedded husband, as summer turns to autumn, as autumn will turn to winter, and for every season from here to eternity, I will love you. I will love you on the brightest days of summer and in the darkest days of winter. I will be there with you to see the first blooms of spring and to watch the last leaf fall from the branch. I promise to love you with all I have to give and all I feel inside, completely and forever, until our shared adventure is done.
We will now have the exchange of rings, 2 rings to bring them both, and in this marriage bind them. Grant, would you repeat after me as you place your ring on Ashley's finger? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow
as a symbol of my vow
and as a sign of my love.
and as a sign of my love.
And now, Ashley, please repeat after me as you place your ring on Grant's finger. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow
as a symbol of my vow
and as a sign of my love. I started this service with a quote by Aldo Leopold, and I would like to end it with one as well. He once wrote, "We all strive for safety, prosperity, comfort, and a long life." With this in mind, Ashley and Grant, I hope you always find safety in one another, overwhelming prosperities in all matters of love, comfort in each other's arms, and a long life filled with breathtaking moments. Grant and Ashley, by their promises today in the presence of this gathering, have bound themselves together as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude our wedding ceremony here today. I want to thank all of you for being here. In just a few moments, I think the rain has stopped now, so you can go over to the tiki bar and get a drink and maybe some hors d'oeuvres. But at this time, I ask that you all rise. In accordance with the laws of the state of Wisconsin, it is my great honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Howe.
Congratulations, it was so fun. What a fun wedding with the weather. It was fun. and it really brought everybody together in a fun way. So good luck to you. Happy.
Yeah, you're all 7'3", right? Yeah.
All right.
7, 2.5.
Yeah? 2.5? You're not as tall as him, are you? Oh my goodness. No, I think it's
Double X.
All right, everybody, look up here. It's okay to smile. Is anybody ticklish? Tickle somebody. Tickle your neighbor.
And who knows what else will happen.
All right, 1, 2. Okay, now this time I want everybody to relax your face, close your eyes. Close your eyes completely and just go into a little serenity zen state. Okay? Take a deep breath, close your eyes. And on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to scream at the top of your lungs. 1, 2, 3.
I just figured out why you did that. That is smart. We're all laughing. We're all
Congratulations, we love you. We had a custom made for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Actually, 2 vintage twins, a bigger one in front. This is so cool. And a great way for her to put her feet up and relax while you do all the work. Oh my God, that's so cool. We love you guys so much. Oh my God, I'm so glad you love it.
That's awesome.
My mom and her family are growing up, and I have a lot of memories.
It's just perfect for you guys. I love it.
Hey, baby, you getting out or what?
I'm so glad you like it.
It's so cool.
You gotta write it back up there. Everybody that got involved in this bicycle project, get in the photo.
All right. So we gotta come by today.
Yeah, you just pedal, you just balance.
All right, beautiful.
Yay! I'm so glad you guys love it. That is so good. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
All right. All right. One more. Go ahead,
Oh my God.
all right, so now the special request is we want everybody with the moon.
From the yeah, because I was just standing on that.
Yeah, it's just a little
Wait.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Well, just like hold it.
All right, guys, if you could step back just a little.
Girl, I'm gonna get up under that skirt.
Not too dry.
Do you want it over the point or down?
I think that adds to the moon motif, having that point.
Oh, that's so pretty. We're into the woods, not into the sky. They're not working. Seriously though, where did you get the idea for the movie?
It is an interesting Wisconsin plant.
Yeah, I know him and his dad both made it. I just think it's over.
Aww.
Yeah, all on that trail.
Beautiful.
Like with the bench and all that.
Oh yeah, that would work if we're covered in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, Grant. You're taller than the moon. That's not right.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, he's gonna have to like get down.
Yeah, all of us are, right?
Oh, here, let me get out of the way.
everyone.
Okay.
Oh.
Should we, are we
We're
coupling?
going by tallest. No.
All right, I'm gonna go see what Gay's up to here. So, who knows? I'm the groundskeeper, man.
I suppose they're kind.
Yeah. Somebody had to trim. What a good-looking group.
Lovely.
For you.
You can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Bride and groom, go ahead and kiss, and then everyone look at them and like cheer.
Wait.
The sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing right there. Know the score, and I love you, like never before. this morning. It poured. Yeah.
You have 2 people in a 12-person tent? Just brings it all.
What I want to know is what happens when we're having so much fun that we don't want to take.
No, I like that.
Yeah, we met when I was in it's crazy. It's not even around.
Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. We are going to do a couple speeches after we've had a delicious meal and enjoyed a beautiful wedding. I want to introduce myself. I'm Amy. I'm Ashley's friend since freshman year in high school and college, and lots of different adventures, diverse adventures, lots of different phases, hair colors, actually the whole rainbow of hair colors, different jobs, different volunteer opportunities, and they've all been a little bit more colorful with Ashley at my side, and amazing. I just want to say a couple things about Ashley, because I just think so highly of her. We've had a lot of fun together. We've rescued turtles. We've slept under the stars in Colorado without a tent. That was amazing. A couple people will know what I mean when I say we were midnight ninjas. Getting in a little bit of trouble in high school. Nothing bad, but fun. Something about Ashley that is just very easy to see when you first meet her, and I noticed it right away when I met her with her like somewhat hippie braid in her hair freshman year, is that she lights up the room, and her beauty is just so captivating. But she definitely leaves an impression. But what is amazing about her is her inner beauty, and that just really comes out as you get to know her more. And I've learned a lot from her, from lots of different things that she's introduced me to and fun we've had. And I'm always intrigued when I call her and I asked what she's up to for the weekend, and she says something like, "Oh, I'm sleeping under a bridge in Chicago to bring awareness to homelessness." I'm like, "Oh, that's a lot cooler than what I had planned." That's amazing. You wouldn't, know that just by hearing about some of her other things, like she was Milwaukee's Model of the Year. And going from those things to just hearing the way she speaks about her students and the love and the passion, and she just really is just an amazing package, and Grant is extremely lucky to have her. When I first met Grant, it was at our house. You brought him over, and I was amazed because that light that you see from her with that smile, that it's kind of coming out, but you're probably wondering what I'm going to say, so it's not there yet. But that light that you just see, it's kind of like, it's a twinkle. I opened the door and I was welcomed with that face, and it was kind of like, here he is. And then I met Grant and I got to know him, and that light was reflected off of him too, and together it just, that day when my husband and I had them over, I knew we were going to get married, and it was just, oh, cool, and we were already married, so we're just kind of like, when are they going to do it? When are they going to do it? So I wanted her to, I don't know. So we knew, and we just we're just so happy and thrilled for you guys. And I just can't wait to hear what you have planned when we call you as a married couple and say, what are you up to this weekend? And hear what you guys have going on, because I'm excited for that. And congratulations, both of you, and I love you.
Grant is my brother, if you don't know. No. Can you tell? We don't look alike at all. I just have a very short story to share with everyone. It's not bad, Tor. So first I just have to say that Grant likes to make lists. Usually about nerdy things like all the different flashlights he wants, or the motorcycles he wants, like the famous badass bikes list he made years ago. Well anyway, in 2013, we were living together in Bayview, and one day I was in his room and I noticed a list of things he wanted to accomplish in 2013. And I noticed on that list it said, find love. Shortly after that, he met Ashley. And it wasn't long after that that I noticed when I went back in his room that find love had been crossed off his list. And I just want to say I'm very thankful to have a brother like him. He's the best. I've always looked up to him, and he's just always been there for me. And now I'm just also thankful to have a sister. And I love both of you guys so much. So that's it.
Well, first, it's nice to see all of you tonight. You know, a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces, a lot of faces I haven't seen in a very long time. So thank you all for coming out tonight. It's really quite a crowd. I've known my sister my whole life, and I didn't prepare anything formal, but I felt like I should say something on the day my best friend gets married. So, you know, standing under here rather, while the rain was patting down, it always takes me back to camping and the feeling that gives us. And when we were kids, always going camping with our parents, but it also reminds me of something our dad always told us throughout our whole lives, which is he who expects nothing is never disappointed. But, you know, one thing that you could kind of expect immediately from the beginning was the love between you two. You know, from the moment I met you, Grant, it was apparent that this is where it was going to end up. I'm so happy to have you for a brother. Glenn, Greg, Howe, Gay, it's all of the Howes. It's really, you know, you're wonderful people. I'm really glad that this is the combination that we're celebrating tonight. And all of their friends, all of our families, you're all very unique, wonderful people here celebrating unique, wonderful people. So thank you all. Thank you guys.
And then we just have two more from our dads, and then we just want to give some thank yous and recognition. So, but I know you're still eating, so hopefully you're enjoying it. And remember, if you were still hungry, which you're probably not, you can go up and get from anything from the food truck or ask the servers to help you get that too.
I just want to say a couple of things. What was talked about before during the ceremony about the good old, about where we all come from, the years past, our ancestors, they all culminate at this point. From everybody that we came from, to everybody that'll come from us from this point on. And this is the string that binds us all together. And I just wanted to thank God for my family, for our friends, our new family, and for everything that's happened here tonight, including the weather. A little challenge is good. that's going to happen through your life. But you'll make it.
Hello. Well, we were so fortunate tonight because we had two beautiful sons, but we always wanted a beautiful daughter, and now we do have one. And I wanted this circle of family and friends remains unbroken, and we're all here together to celebrate this beautiful union. And so with a little blessing that I always like to say, may the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the beautiful light within you guide your way on. Congratulations.
So we have a lot of thank yous, so I'm sorry if we don't get to everyone. We had, obviously this is a big production. It's way bigger than I even realized it would be when I was planning. So thank you to everyone who made it happen, because I don't think I really realized how much we had going on. And so many people helped. I mean, Gay and Greg shared this beautiful space with us. It's so personal and so beautiful down here, the magical fairyland. My dad built the arch that you walk through. Greg and Grant built the moon. All of the illustrations of the crystals at the tables, Grant's brother Glenn made. The gift sign was from my friend Shonda. The speakers were borrowed from my parents' friends, Joan and Mark Krause. And, oh my gosh, there's so much. The Howe's family friend, Tom Lamartina, is videotaping as a gift for us. It's so sweet. And just our wedding party came out and helped us with on and off rain, setting up and doing all this crazy stuff. And a lot of you traveled from pretty far. And I'm just so grateful to be surrounded by so many people that I really love. And I'm going to be a big baby, but I can't believe how many people I love are here right now. It's pretty remarkable, so thank you very much.
Now is it on? Ashley, Grant, you guys are amazing. We're forgetting one little thing. You guys are all here to celebrate two amazing people in the union of their marriage, but we still need to cheers to them. So, Ashley, Grant, cheers.
Way to go, Paula.
Right, everybody. So right now we're going to start couples dance. Some people's favorite part of the night. So let me first say I have names down, and if we may, bring out Ashley and Grant. Alright, as Alanis Morissette said, like lay name on your wedding day. Alright, take it away, you guys. If we could have Ashley and Gary, I've got a song for you guys. Ashley and Grant. I can't imagine a greater couple. Thank you all for having us all here.
And the pie is being cut now.
We're all going to go to Pie Town, everybody. That being said, we're going to put on a good mix right now. Let's all get to the dance floor. Let's all have a great time. Let's have some drinks. Tonight is a fantastic evening. Thank you all for being here.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. song let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words,